Do you want to know how much time you may really have left after the age of 70? Once you pass 70, every single year becomes more precious. And the truth is, your body is already sending you signals about how long you may live. Some people in their 70s still feel strong, sharp, and full of energy, while others begin to slow down, struggling with fatigue and health problems. So what makes the difference? Often it comes down to a few key signs, subtle but powerful indicators that doctors and researchers have observed again and again in people who live long, healthy lives. In this video, we're going to talk about 7 important signs that can reveal how long you may live after 70. These are not myths or guesses. They are based on real scientific patterns. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for in your own body and lifestyle, and more importantly, what you can do to increase your chances of living longer and staying healthier. Stay with us until the end, because you may be overlooking small things that can have a huge impact on your future. Once you recognize these signs, you'll have a much clearer idea of where you stand and what changes you may need to make. Now let's get started. Sign 1. Your walking speed. One of the strongest indicators of how long you may live after 70 isn't found in your DNA, medical records, or even your diet. It's something much simpler: your walking speed. Studies show that older adults who maintain a steady, brisk walking pace tend to live longer than those who slow down significantly. Walking speed reflects overall health, muscle strength, heart function, balance, and even brain health. Imagine 2 men, Joe and Frank, both 75 years old. Joe walks every morning. He keeps a steady pace, crosses the street without difficulty, and climbs stairs with confidence. His movements are smooth and balanced. Frank, on the other hand, has slowed down over the years. He struggles to keep up, needs frequent breaks, and sometimes feels unsteady on his feet. Joe's pace suggests that his body is still functioning well. Frank's slower, unstable walk may be a warning sign of declining health, such as muscle weakness, poor circulation, or even early neurological issues. A slow or unsteady walk isn't just normal aging. Your legs are your foundation. When they weaken, your overall resilience weakens too. The good news: walking speed can be improved. The more you walk, the stronger you become. Even small efforts, daily walks, light leg exercises, or strength training, can make a big difference. How fast you move through life can tell a lot about how long you'll keep moving at all. Sign 2. Your grip strength. Believe it or not, the strength of your handshake may reveal more about your future than you think. Research has found that grip strength is one of the clearest indicators of overall vitality in older adults. A firm grip reflects strong muscles, healthy circulation, and a well-functioning nervous system. A weak or declining grip, however, can be an early warning sign of muscle loss, frailty, and a higher risk of serious health problems. Consider Robert and Walter, both 78 years old. Robert has always had a strong handshake. He stays active, does lightweight training, and has no trouble opening jars or carrying groceries. Walter, however, notices that simple tasks, like twisting bottle caps or holding heavy bags, are becoming difficult. He assumes it's just aging, but in reality, his weakening grip signals muscle loss, which increases the risk of falls, injuries, and reduced independence. Your hands reflect your overall muscle health. When grip strength declines, the rest of the body often follows. The good news is that grip strength can be rebuilt. Simple exercises, squeezing a tennis ball, using hand grippers, or lifting light weights, can help maintain muscle strength. So take a moment to notice your grip. If everyday tasks feel harder than they used to, don't ignore it. How well you hold on today may reflect how well you'll hold on to life in the years ahead. Sign 3. Your ability to balance on one leg. Balance is something most people don't think about until they start losing it. But your ability to stand on one leg for at least 10 seconds is one of the strongest predictors of how long you may live after 70. Researchers have found that poor balance is closely linked to a higher risk of falls, serious injuries, and even cognitive decline. On the other hand, people who maintain good balance into their 70s and beyond tend to live longer, healthier lives. Imagine two women, Carol and Nancy, both in their early 70s. Carol has stayed active for years. She walks daily, practices yoga, and can easily stand on one leg without wobbling. Nancy, however, hasn't focused much on balance. When she tries to stand on one foot, she immediately starts tipping over and has to grab something for support. What Nancy doesn't realize is that this loss of balance isn't just inconvenient, it's a warning sign. Balance depends on strong muscles, a healthy nervous system, and proper brain function. When balance declines, it often signals problems in all three areas. If you've noticed yourself stumbling more often, feeling unsteady when turning, or needing to hold onto furniture for support, it's time to take action. The good news? Balance can be improved. Simple exercises like standing on one foot for a few seconds each day, walking heel to toe, or practicing gentle Tai Chi can make a powerful difference. Try this test right now. Stand up and lift one foot off the ground. Can you hold it for 10 seconds without struggling? If not, don't panic, but don't ignore it either. Improving your balance today can help keep you strong and steady for years to come. Sign 4. Your sleeping patterns. How well you sleep at night says a lot about how long you may live. Sleep is not just rest. It's when your body repairs itself, strengthens your immune system, and clears toxins from your brain. Studies show that people over 70 who maintain consistent, high-quality sleep tend to live longer and healthier lives. Poor sleep, on the other hand, is linked to memory loss, heart disease, weakened immunity, and faster aging. Consider Henry and Bill, both in their mid-70s. Henry goes to bed at the same time each night, sleeps about 7 hours, and wakes up feeling refreshed and alert. Bill struggles with sleep. He tosses and turns, wakes up multiple times, and often feels exhausted even after spending hours in bed. Over time, Henry stays mentally sharp and physically strong. Bill, however, experiences brain fog, daytime fatigue, and changes in blood pressure, all connected to poor sleep quality. If you frequently wake up during the night, have trouble falling asleep, or feel tired in the morning, your body may be sending you an important message. Poor sleep can be caused by stress, lack of physical activity, poor diet, or undiagnosed conditions like sleep apnea. The good news is that sleep can be improved. Simple habits, such as reducing screen time before bed, sticking to a consistent sleep schedule, getting morning sunlight, and avoiding heavy meals late at night, can make a big difference. Sleep isn't just about feeling rested. It's about protecting your body and mind for the future. Sign 5. Your appetite and eating habits. The way you eat after the age of 70 is one of the strongest indicators of how long you may live. A healthy appetite and a balanced diet help keep your muscles strong, your immune system resilient, and your energy levels stable. But a sudden loss of appetite or poor eating habits can signal deeper health problems and speed up aging. Consider two women, Margaret and Susan, both 74 years old. Margaret enjoys her meals. She eats a variety of fresh, whole foods, maintains a stable weight, and has enough energy to get through her day. Susan, however, notices that she isn't as hungry as she used to be. She skips meals, relies on processed foods, and has unintentionally lost weight over the past year. What Susan doesn't realize is that her declining appetite is more than a small change. It's a warning sign. It may mean her body isn't absorbing nutrients properly, which can weaken muscles, slow metabolism, and reduce immune strength. In older adults, a reduced appetite is often linked to digestive issues, hormonal changes, medication side effects, or even early cognitive decline. When you don't eat enough, your body starts breaking down muscle. This leads to weakness, frailty, and a higher risk of falls and illness. If you've noticed changes in your appetite, feeling full too quickly, losing interest in food, or experiencing unexpected weight loss, it's important to take action. Eating well after 70 isn't about eating more. It's about eating smarter. Focus on nutrient-dense whole foods, enough protein, healthy fats, fiber, and proper hydration. The way you eat today directly affects how strong and independent you'll be tomorrow. Sign 6. Your ability to handle stress. How you handle stress after 70 plays a major role in how long and how well you live. Chronic stress doesn't just affect your mood. It weakens your immune system, increases the risk of heart disease, disrupts sleep, and accelerates aging. Now consider John and Richard, both 76 years old. John faces challenges just like anyone else. Health concerns, financial worries, family issues. But he has learned how to manage stress. He practices deep breathing, stays socially engaged, and doesn't dwell on problems longer than necessary. Richard, on the other hand, holds on to stress. He constantly worries, feels overwhelmed by small frustrations, and gets stuck in negative thought patterns. Over time, this chronic stress takes a toll on Richard's body. His blood pressure rises, his sleep quality declines, and his energy levels drop. Long-term stress creates inflammation in the body, which has been linked to almost every major age-related disease, from heart disease to Alzheimer's. If you often feel tense, irritable, or emotionally drained, don't ignore it. Learning to manage stress through simple practices like mindfulness, light exercise, deep breathing, prayer, or even laughter can add years to your life. Ask yourself, when challenges arise, do you adapt and move forward, or do you let worry take control? Your ability to stay calm and focused isn't just good for your mental health, it's a key factor in how long and how well you live. Sign 7. Your social connections. The strength of your social connections may be one of the clearest indicators of how long you will live after the age of 70. Study after study has shown that people who maintain strong relationships with friends, family, or their community tend to live longer, healthier lives. Loneliness, on the other hand, has been linked to higher risks of heart disease, depression, cognitive decline, and even early death. Imagine two women, Eleanor and Barbara, both 78 years old. Eleanor has an active social life. She stays in touch with old friends, participates in a local book club, and regularly spends time with family. She laughs often, looks forward to conversations, and feels connected to the world around her. Barbara, however, spends most of her time alone. Over the years, she has slowly lost touch with friends. Although she has family, she rarely reaches out. As time passes, she begins to feel isolated, her mood declines, and her physical health starts to suffer. Human connection is more than emotional comfort. It directly affects Physical health. Social interaction keeps the brain active, reduces stress hormones, and triggers the release of chemicals that support overall well-being. If you've noticed yourself avoiding phone calls, withdrawing from social activities, or spending more time alone than you used to, it's time to make a change. Staying connected doesn't mean being surrounded by people all the time. Even small efforts, calling an old friend, joining a group with shared interests, or having meaningful conversations can make a powerful difference. The relationships you nurture today don't just bring happiness, they help protect your health and extend your life. Final thoughts. Now that you know these 7 signs, take a moment to reflect. Are you moving through life with strength, balance, and confidence? Or have you noticed subtle changes that may be warning signs? The good news is this: most of these factors, your walking speed, grip strength, balance, sleep quality, eating habits, stress levels, and social connections, are within your control. Your future is not fixed. The choices you make today can greatly influence how many healthy years you have ahead. If you've identified areas where you need improvement, don't wait for a serious health scare. Start now. Walk a little more, strengthen your muscles, protect your sleep, eat nourishing foods, manage stress, and stay connected to the people who matter. Because longevity isn't just about living longer, it's about living better. Thank you for spending this time with us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned and one change you plan to make. If this video helped you, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support allows us to continue creating content that informs, encourages, and inspires. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.